Did you know that when it comes to relationships, there's also such a thing as quiet quitting? This is when a person is no longer emotionally attached or invested in their relationship. They're still there, but they just do the bare minimum and are unwilling to put in any additional time, energy, or resources to improve their relationship.
I've done that.
Ayun, nakita nyo na po siya. Para samahan tayo dito sa ating share ko lang na usapin, kasi nga naririnig natin madalas na natin naririnig ito sa social media, itong quiet quitting na ito. Kaya tanungin na nga natin si Coach, si Life Coach Anton Reyes tungkol dito. You saw him a while ago explaining ahead of time. Welcome back, Coach, and thank you for joining us this morning. Kamusta ka naman dyan?
Good morning. Safe and sound naman ako dito, pero pasensya na, hindi na ako umabot dyan sa studio this morning.
It's totally fine and understandable, Coach. We would rather that you stay put and stay safe. Nasaan ka ba ngayon? Where do you live?
I will live in Paranaque, near actually border ng Taguig.
Okay, you might as well give us a situation or kamusta naman ang lagay ng Paranaque towards Taguig?
Yeah, so yung area namin medyo mataas naman, but if going anywhere ngayon, medyo yung iba mga deep yung flood.
Deep, oo nga. Minsan nga, Coach, kahit mataas na lugar ang ating kinalalagyan, it's actually the roads that we have to pass, yung hindi tayo sure, di ba? Kaya mamaya, mga kada, i-remind namin sa inyo ulit kung ano yung mga roads na not passable anymore. Meanwhile, pag-usapan muna natin tong quiet quitting. Don't quit on us, ha, mga kada. Quietly or otherwise, dahil kailangan ninyo itong malaman. Ano nga ba po itong quiet quitting, Coach Anton?
And so yung quiet quitting happens both sa trabaho, pero notice ninyo, it also happens in relationships.
Aha.
So yung quiet quitting, when somebody decides na minimum effort na lang ang ibibigay niya sa kanyang trabaho or pagdating sa relationship, ganun din. Bare minimum lang ang ibibigay niya na effort sa kanyang relationship. So nandyan pa siya, kung sa trabaho, kung pasok pa, di ba? Sa relationship, nandyan pa naman, kasama mo pa, kayo pa rin. Pero wala na siyang effort to improve the relationship or wala na siyang effort to put any improvement sa kanyang performance.
Okay, Coach. Why not quit completely kung ganun?
Oh, that's the logical thing to do, di ba? Pag ayaw mo na, just quit. But there are many reasons why people can quit. Sometimes, for example, sa trabaho, siyempre, kailangan mo ng pera, wala ka ibang options. So you just decide to stay. Sa relationships naman, ganun din minsan, feeling nila, there's no other option din naman, I just stay here, it's the right thing to do to stay in the relationship kasi may commitment ako dito. Pero they forget that part of the commitment is the commitment also to keep improving the state of the relationship. Hindi pwede na makikita lang dyan. Hindi kayo okay, kayo nag-uusap, magandang relation ninyo. Again, tulad ng topic natin last time, there's an emotional wall in the relationship, but no one's doing anything about it. Parang everybody is just cruising and wala, together but alone. Ganun yung feeling.
Okay, Coach, pag ganyan, halimbawa sa, understandably, kapag trabaho, kailangan kasi yung income. Pero sa pag-ibig, to what end? 'Di ba? Yung hindi nila pag-quit. Are they waiting for the relationship to improve? Are they waiting for somebody else to come along, somebody better to come along, kaya ayaw muna nilang mag-quit completely?
When it comes to relationships, so iba-iba yung reason and sobrang dami kasi, 'di ba? Sobrang complex ng emotions ng mga tao, yung behavior ng tao when it comes to relationships. But some people may mga tao na wala silang courage to end the relationship. Wala silang lakas ng loob or ayaw nila na sila yung pag-end ng relationship.
Ganon.
So sometimes, may mga taong ganyan, di ba?
Sounds like a
Sometimes
waste of time
wait
to
for
me.
it to fall apart.
Diba? Parang sayang naman oras ko, tapusin na to, di ba?
Parang inaantay lang
ayaw
nila
nilang
for things to
masisi.
completely fall apart para okay na, wala na talaga. There's nothing there. Pero hindi naman yan yung only reason. For some people, parang they just don't know what to do anymore. Yung parang I've tried this, I've tried that. Nothing seems to work. Ayoko naman makipaghiwalay. For some people, may mga kids na sila or they've invested so much in a relationship. Maybe they've been together for years. Tapos feeling nila, if I just end this, sayang. Mawawala lang yung relationship, mawawala lahat ng in-invest ko dito. So they just decide to stay. Kasi parang feeling nila, I don't know what to do. But I don't want to end the relationship.
Ayan. O baka curious yung mga kada natin, baka meron sila mga partners na they're suspicious about quietly quitting on them. Isa-isahin natin yung mga signs, Coach.
Ayan, so some of the signs here is one is indifference. Indifference meaning minsan wala na silang pakialam sa ano yung nangyayari sa relationship. Pangalawa, wala ka na masyadong nakikitang effort to improve the relationship. For example, even going out on simple dates. Parati ka na lang makakarinig ng excuses kung bakit hindi siya pwede or walang pera, walang ganito. Or for some people na may kids, gagamitin nila yung parati as an excuse why sila makalabas together, hindi sila makapag-vacation na silang dalawa lang. Ganun usually yung mga signs. Plus avoidance pa lang. So people that quiet quit, they usually avoid very serious conversations. Kaya ang hirap din minsan to motivate them kasi nga they're completely avoiding anything that can improve the relationship. So nandyan lang talaga sila. They're present, but they're no longer emotionally invested doon sa relationship. Siguro for people to understand this, think of value, meaning, and satisfaction. Yung tatlo na yon. So pag nag-quiet quit ka, ang nangyayari is the value of the relationship in your eyes, sa paningin mo, sa pananaw mo, sa perspective mo, bumaba na yung value. So why is that dangerous? Value muna tayo. Pag mababa na yung value ng isang bagay sa'yo or ng isang tao sa'yo, ang nangyayari is you're no longer willing to invest your time, energy, and resources to whatever that is. Might be a person or sa trabaho mo. Diba? So, dalawa lang yan when it comes to value. When someone values something or someone, you make ways to invest your time, energy, and resources. Gumagawa ka ng paraan.
Yes.
Pag hindi mo na pinapahalagahan ang isang tao or yung trabaho mo, ang nangyayari is you make excuses. Okay? Yung kapila, make ways. Yung kabila, make excuses. Diba? So if you find yourself always making excuses why you can't invest your time, energy, and resources, yung pera mo, to your relationship or to your work, that means yung value ng trabaho mo or yung value ng relationship sa mata mo, bumaba na. So wala ka ng effort.
And
Second, sige, go ahead.
Go ahead. Kasi ang gusto ko, ang next question ko is, what if like, ito na nga, nakikita natin tong mga signs na ito of quiet quitting sa ating partner, for instance, for example. Ano naman ang gagawin natin kapag nakikita na natin tong mga senyales na to na lagi na lang may excuse.
Avoidance.
Lagi na lang ikaw nagbabayad. What should we do? Should we call them out? And kung ayaw niyang makipag-break sa'yo, edi ikaw na lang dahil naramdaman mo na eh.
Well, pwede naman yun. No? Well, first is always do your best to try to fix the situation muna. Yan yung first step. Try mo silang kausapin. And dito mo man-notice, if you remember, we have a topic before on emotional walls kasi that plays a part din dito. pag tinatry mo kausapin yung partner mo, kasi nga feeling mo parang nag-cruise na lang kayo, parang maybe siya or parehas kayo nag-trial sa relationship, and you talk to your partner, tapos na-notice mo wala talaga, there's no effort from his end, kahit ilang beses usap, don't quit rin right away. It means you need somebody to mediate. Kailangan may pumagitna sa inyo. Humingi muna kayo ng tulong sa ibang tao, maybe from a counselor, from a coach, or even from just a friend who cares about the two of you. Kailangan may pumagitna sa inyo and try to bring the same information, no, to get this person to put in some effort sa relationship.
Coach, hindi ba
So
mas, di ba mas gagrabe kapag hindi mo sinabi directly sa kanya at may ibang taong na involved doon sa situation?
Yes. So, ang best case scenario is, first, you do it na kayong dalawa lang. But sometimes when there's a wall between you, every time magsalita ka sa kanya, either wala na siyang pakialam, meaning walang effective words mo, or nagiging defensive siya. It means anything na sabihin mo, kahit maganda yung tutup mo, they interpret it as an attack against them. Pag ganun na yung situation, no, kailangan mo ng somebody else to come in, parang referee.
Or kakampi.
Kasi it means that person feels you're no longer on the same team. Pag kinakausap mong isang tao and feeling na lahat na sinasabi mo is an attack, that means this person no longer sees you as part of their team. So kailangan nyo ng mediator, kailangan mo ng referee to come in and help the relationship.
Question, Coach. Coach, paano kapag yung tao na magko-quiet quitting, hindi yung nare-receive ng quiet quitting yung gusto mag-quiet quitting, hindi aware na yan ang ginagawa niya?
Yeah, be aware, dito papasok yung instruction time. Di ba? We want to instruct them first, we want to share na. Now, the tricky part here is, if may connection pa kayong dalawa, makikinig yan sa'yo. Let's say, ikaw yung effort pa sa relationship. Yung isang partner mo hindi na nag-e. If there's still some connection between the two of you, you can share the information na natutunan mo. For example, dito ngayon, or dun sa video na shared, I have a YouTube video about quiet quitting. You share it with them, tatanggapin pa nila yun.
Itong interview na
If
to
there's a
mismo.
wall, hindi na tatanggapin yun.
I-share
Diba?
natin sa kanila itong interview na to.
Ibig sabihin may chance pa na hindi mag-quit kapag may connection pa,
Yeah,
kapag
maybe they're just not
nakikinig.
aware,
Oo.
di ba? Kaya, or, yes, yun na nga.
Yun na nga, not aware.
Papanood nyo to sa kanila, i-share nyo.
Screen record nyo. Tapos,
I-share ko lang.
kunyari, ilakas nyo lang yung volume. Kunyari, napanood nyo lang
Ay,
somewhere.
tinan mo
Tapos
itong SKL. Share ko lang. Yan ang ibig sabihin nito.
O, eto, meron tayong mga katanungan mula sa ating mga kada online.
Ayan, basahin natin. Ito from @Eric_son. Sabi niya, my relationship with my girlfriend is slowly dying. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung naging findings, pero nagising na lang ako one day na alam ko may taning na. Aba, tinataningan pala ang love story.
Oo, parang sakit eh.
Kaya nga.
Yung finding.
May findings,
May
may taning. Sabi niya, paano po ba sasabihin sa kanya na hindi ko siya masasaktan? Paano daw niya sasabihin na ganun na yung nararamdaman niya, na hindi niya na-hurt yung feelings ng kanyang partner?
Pwede ba yun, Coach?
Yeah. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung gusto niya sabihin talaga. No? But
Kasi may findings, may tanning pa no, Coach?
Kasi ang ano ko talaga is always try to fix the relationship first. Diba? Kasi if we just quit on every relationship na meron tayo, you'll never get to that point of very serious commitment and love. So, pero let's say wala na talaga. Wala nang hope yung relationship. Hindi na siya paayos or parehas kayo, you don't want to continue the relationship anymore. There's really no way around hurting the other person. Diba? Ang important lang is we have to be careful with our words and make sure that you are honest. More than being safe, you have to be honest.
Yes.
Diba? So, yung ibang tao, sobrang ayaw ko masaktan to, so I'll lie. I'll make things up just to make things easier. Pero in the long run, that will hurt even more. So important, if you're going to end something or you're going to bring up a situation, for example, may quiet quitting sa relationship, you want to bring something up. Stop being too careful. Instead, focus on being completely honest and practice humility. Meaning, don't blame the other person, don't blame anyone. Aminin mo yung sarili mo mistakes and just to be completely honest with your people.
Evaluate siguro, coach, no? Kung ano talaga yung totoo mong nararamdaman.
Meron pa tayong question, girls and coach. Ito from Amigando. Amigando. A-M-I-G-A, like amiga, and then the. Okay, Amiganda. Okay? Paano po ba i-handle ang ganitong quiet quitting? Kung kami po ay nasa long-distance relationship, paano ba yun? Nagkalayo na sila, tapos gusto pa mag-quiet quitting. I-block mo na. Joke.
Long-distance relationships are extra challenging kasi yung physical aspect ng relationship, yung physical affection ninyo na. So, if you are in a long-distance relationship, and madami tayong mga kababayan na sa long-distance relationship, nakasalala yung sa ability mo to communicate with your partner. So malalaman mo na nag-quiet na kayo sa long-distance relationship kasi yung conversation nyo, nandun na lang sa kumustahan. Kini-check na lang ito yung isa. So you have to be very intentional with your conversations. Meaning, yung conversations nito dapat may aspect of expressing affection, building yung connection ninyo sa isa't isa. Mas lumalalim dapat yung relationship ninyo every time you communicate. So I have actually 7 different types of conversations that dapat every couple needs, especially long-distance couples. Dapat iba-iba yung pinag-uusapan ninyo. Hindi pwede na kumustahan.
Ganon, coach, meron ka mga prompts?
Naku, next
Yes, I actually have prompts
So nice.
Next topic
for
na
7 different types of conversations,
Maganda
which
yan.
includes
Coach,
parang
Maganda yan,
friendship conversations, which just builds yung friendship ninyo as a couple, intimacy conversation, kung saan you use these prompts and then lumalalim yung relationship. So,
Coach,
hindi
wag mo
kasi
muna-
pwede na
Coach, wag mo muna buuin. Next topic natin yan.
Oo, si Coach, alam mo, meron siya in-open up before, Mama P. I think you weren't here during that time about breaking the walls between couples.
Emotional
Maganda
wall,
yun.
yung
Oo,
sinabi
diba yung
niya.
O, tsaka
breaking
marami
emotional
makaka-relate
walls.
dyan, Coach Anton, kasi marami tayong mga kada na maraming relatives na OFWs, di ba? I'm sure
yes.
because they don't spend every day together, they don't really have shared lives anymore. Pakonti na ng pakonti yung mga topics na pwede na pag-usapan, di ba? Kaya hintayin niyo po yan, mga kada. Tatalakayin natin yan, yung mga 7 prompts ni Coach
Maganda.
Anton for
Long
keeping the
distance.
intimacy alive even if your loved ones are somewhere else in the world. 'Di ba? O coach, yung last question na lang natin tungkol naman sa quiet quitting sa work. Siyempre, lagi natin pinipreach that we should give our 100%, our best in everything that we do. But if our attitude towards work is ganyan na nga, parang quiet quitting, doing the bare minimum, tapos just going through the motions, ano po ba ang pwede natin ipayo sa ating mga kada about it?
Ito na lang, para no? You can't find a meaningful job, a meaningful work. You find meaning in your work. Diba? You have to think, dapat tayo yung responsible to make sure na yung ginagawa natin is still meaningful to us. And there's a simple way lang of doing this. Just remind yourself na itong trabaho na ginagawa ko, ito yung benepisyo nito sa buhay ko.
Tama.
Ito yung ginagawa nito, helping me achieve itong dream ko na ito sa buhay.
Tama.
Diba? It's just finding meaning in your work again. You don't have to enjoy your work completely.
Correct.
Hindi talaga kailangan. Diba? But you have to find meaning in your work. Knowing na yung ginagawa mo na yan is either providing for your family or providing for your dreams.
Tama. Napakaganda yung sinabi mo, Coach, kasi di ba lagi natin binibintang sa mga Gen Z na they're never satisfied with the work that they get, di ba? Kasi marami silang mga qualifications para sa trabaho na type nila. Pero hindi talaga yan lahat na mi-meet. You just have to find the good things about the job that you have at the moment.
Yeah.
Diba? It pays your bills, it sustains your lifestyle, nakakapag-ipon ka kahit papano, diba? Lahat naman yan, merong mga pluses. You just have to concentrate, focus on those instead of the stuff that you don't like about the work that you're doing.
Be grateful and appreciate. Kasi madaming mga tao, yung hinihate mo na trabaho ngayon, maraming tao na nagdi-dream dyan sa trabaho na yan.
Yes,
So,
totoo
napakaganda
yun.
na find meaning in your work.
Yes, and thank you so much, Coach Anton, for joining us today. Saan ba tayo pwede mag-follow sa'yo? Are you still there, Coach Anton? Thank you po.
Yes. Welcome, and you can follow me at Anton M. Reyes sa Facebook, sa Instagram, sa TikTok, and sa YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Coach. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan. Naku, Coach, every time ini-interview ka namin, naglalabas ka ng mga bagong topic eh. Meron pa tayong emotional wall at yung 7 prompts para mas mabuhay pa ang long-distance relationship. Again, maraming salamat, Coach, at mag-iingat po kayo dyan.
Mga Kanet 25, this is Pia Guanyamago. For more Kada Umaga updates, please click the subscribe button and follow us on Net25 social media pages at Net25TV and at Net25 Entertainment Facebook page. See you guys. Bye!